Hello and welcome to another episode of Paper Trading Millionaire. I am Mike of Heights. Today I'm going to take you through the US30, the Dow Jones. I did 5 trades today for $1,243 profit. I'm going to show you how I did that, some of the systems I'm using, what I'm looking for in trades, and just show you, what my strategies are. And let's head into the trades. So today I got into it a little bit late. Today was a little bit late. Basically, we had this big run up. You can see a lot of areas were broken. A lot of trend lines are broken. A lot of good signals. You can see them just kind of playing out really nicely. Let them run. I got into it up here in the chop. Now, don't like playing the chop, but I wanted to try this Lux Algo, and it did work out very, very nice. So like I said, $1,243 off 5 trades today. I'm going to show you what I was looking for, what I did. So basically you have some coloration in the candles, which goes stronger to weaker. It's going maroon to purple to, dark green to bright green when it's really strong. So basically in this chop, I was looking for a few things. I was looking for a breakout. I wasn't sure which way it was going to break out. First thing I was looking for was an M or a W to play out. So my first trade, we had an M that I thought was swinging. I'm looking for M's or W's. So here's an M, stopped on trend line, had a 4th take, okay? And this is, maybe where I should have got out because you can see that trend line down there. Basically, I entered this trade right here, okay? It went up against me and then came down, and it wasn't a huge leverage trade, so it was only up a little bit here. I was going to let it play out. Didn't have much confidence because, everything was green today, and I didn't know if it was just going to keep slowly continuing. We're going to have bigger breakouts, so I moved my stop loss to break even, which would be right there on the trade. And so came in, came down, and then came up against me and tagged me out. Had I have taken the profit at this trend line, that would have been great. That would have been a smarter move. But the break even's fine. I'm okay with that. I had quick action into the next trade. So my next trade was a quick little scalp for $330. It was off a liquidity grab. So when you see this, basically this, this little rectangle around the wick, it's when the market's pushing up to tag traders out in the resistance area, okay? So it tags them all out, touches all their stops, and heads the other way, okay? So it's a liquidity grab up, and then it's coming down. So basically this tagged up, caught a bunch of traders, and then starts pushing the other way against them, which is kind of neat. So pops up, down we go, and it's a short leash trade. It's $330. So just played that liquidity grab. That's a nice little tool in this Lux Algo thing. I like it. I just didn't even second guess it when I saw it. Next trade, we had a bounce off of this trend line again, and then came up. Now, I thought it may be time to go long, but this is a trend tracker. This red line to green to red. You shouldn't be trading against a trend tracker. You want some confluence between this and the oscillator. Okay, the oscillator is kind of neat. So when this is, it's getting high up in the RSI here, the oscillator, and then when you see this red cloud coming, it's like, hey man, this is going to start heading down soon. Get ready. And then when you see this, you can see boom, and just drops. So my third trade, I wasn't paying attention to the trend tracker. I thought it would go long, and what I was looking for, there was a trend line playing out here. Okay. And this would have been the first half of a W, so a longer play W. You can see that W there. Let's see. This W like that, and then breaks that trend line, and off you go. That's when I should have been playing it. I did, however, play it from here, and started to come against me. Okay, and basically. I think I just cut my losses short on this guy. I didn't even let it get to a stop. It was just a quick $500 loss. Oh yeah, sorry. I recorded a video that didn't play out properly here. That's where it tagged me out, right on this one, right at the end here. So it was a little bit lower. And what I was saying is, had I had more confidence in this, I should have extended my stop loss a little bit, because what had happened is it had just barely tagged me out. My stop was there, and I had to take profit just above this zone. So it wasn't a good risk to reward A, because this is a reversal area. And basically, that was a $538 loss. And look what happened. Played the W, and it cracked out. Up, right into the trend line again, and then popped it right to the trend tracer. Boom, off you go. So this should have been the entry point, not here on the first view. Or if I was playing another W, which is what I should have been doing, I should have just played that one. Once this thing turned green, you had all this. This would have been a big trade. This would have been a $500 trade easily, and could have taken it right from that green. And the only thing we were going against, we had the oscillator, but you were against a trend tracker. You got a strong signal following it. That was the right trade. That was FOMO. So not a great trade. Loss of $500. Came up here, broke this, and what happened was this hit this area. See these two rectangles? Well, if we zoom out, those are order banks. So it hit the order bank, and that's going to act as resistance. So hit this order bank and fell down. Okay, boom, purple, red, bouncing this consolidation, and what I think is it's coming right down to the 50. So what do? I go short right here. Okay, I entered my short, and it's oscillating back and forth. Okay, it has this. Can I get rid of these stats? Can't get rid of the stats, can you? Okay, let's cancel that. Okay, so it's coming through here. It's just chopping up and down, and then heads down. When it got here, I had to step away. So I set my top just above the 50 before I left the trade. And basically when I returned, it was back up here. So I was about $800 up here, and it came up and right back into this this zone. And because this was a high of the day, we have like a triple top. You can see it there. Coming right across. You got a triple top. Okay. Boom. I'm like, it's not going to bust through this area again. There's lots of resistance. We got lots of chop. It had a big run up. So what I did was I went short again. And here's the second short. So I entered right in when it went into this this trend line. It came into this kind of this resistance zone here, and I shorted from right here, and then just let it play out. It took several minutes, but I doubled or tripled in my leverage, and I wasn't too heavy over here. And then I just needed to get back down to even for $1,000 win. So that worked out. So it was clearly a triple in trade. I pulled $1,000 there off that win because I had doubled down and short leashed it. So what I did was when I put in this extra leverage, I kept my stop right here. So the extra leverage wasn't going to cost me a ton had things gone against me, and I was willing to risk it because of the size of this bank. So previously, like there was 36% of what was bought, of the recent calculation in this area. It was 36%. I'm like, this is going to be tough to break. So I took that short, and it paid out, which was nice. So that put me back in the game. And then I had one more quick short here, and this was just a quick short off a color change. You can see that. I put the stop into the resistance zone there. I was already up. I didn't want to lose too much. And so when I saw this doji and the color change, I thought it was actually more purplish when I was looking at it. I said, oh, it's purple. Now when I'm zoomed in, I can see it's green. And the doji was enough. So one doji, two dojis on a really red candle actually underneath it. You can see the wick, and just played on a short leash into the 50. Okay, and that was it. So took it right at resistance where you're going to get the 50 EMA on the 5 minute. I do use these. I don't know if I showed you on this video, but these, the only two MAs that I use are the 50 MA, which this is a 1 minute chart. So it's actually a 250 to represent the 5 minute 50 EMA. This is 1,000, which represents the 200 EMA on the 5 minute. So 1,000 EMA on the 1 minute is a 200 on the 5 minutes. So it's the only two moving averages I want to take a look at. And that was basically it. Not using moving averages really, like, I'm using them for support resistance zones, but just trading price concepts. This Lux Algo thing is absolutely wild. So yeah, really pleased with day one. This is day one with the algo. Looking forward to more days. I'll make a video tomorrow this one wasn't exciting. It's not really exciting talking about chop and trading in chop. It's less exciting, but you know, the price concept seemed to work, which was a great sign. So looking forward to doing more, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.